Well, hi friends, how y'all doing? Welcome to the Mountain Views program here on Park City Television. It's your pal Tare. I'm back. Having a fantastic time as always. It's a beautiful evening here in the studios at Park City Television. I think everybody brought a good mood from a beautiful day outdoors. I was actually down in the valley today and it wasn't hazy or anything. No inversion. I felt like I was on vacation in another valley nearby with beautiful mountains and vistas. Nice work, Salt Lake, at least for the day anyway. Great show for you tonight. Matt Dawson is here. He is preparing to commence a gigantic hero's journey on only 2 wheels of a human-powered vehicle. It is an exciting story that we're looking forward to sharing with you, but right now, my pal is back. He's playing the keys tonight. I'm very excited. The band sounds amazing, and it is my pleasure to welcome to the program Mr. Judd Warwick. Oh, boys.
Just in time to save you from her lies.
Welcome back. I think a lot about the phrase, a hero's journey, and of course, as we get ready for the Sundance Film Festival, we will have another wonderful supply of stories about people with courage in their hearts and an idea, a dream in their heads that they just have to put into action. And my first guest this evening is nothing if not all of the above. He's going on a hero's journey. He's got a big old bicycle that's going to take him all the way through South America. But I'll let him tell the story. This is Matt Dawson. Welcome, sir. How are you? Good to see you.
Thank you. That's a kind introduction. Thank you.
Well, I'm sure that one of the things you've got to do is humble yourself to even think, okay, well, I got so much to do. Logistics, fitness, all that stuff. But how did this come about?
This started about 10 years ago. At that time, I decided I wanted to visit every country in the world. And, you know, up to date, I've visited over 75.
Wow.
2 years ago, I was speaking with some friends and like, man, I really want to get into South America. And we decided, hey, you got to do something different. And so this fit the bill. Like, I'm really excited to be traveling slowly. Gives me more opportunities to talk to people, more opportunities to learn the culture, mingle, and this is what came up after 2 years of thinking about things. So,
and talk about your relationship with the bike, because it's a thing for many of us, but there are many definitions of what cycling is, and this is obviously a big ride you're going on, bro.
This is a big ride. Not in a weird way. This is my companion. We're spending a lot of time together. About 2 years. All day, every day. This is my friend. This is what keeps me safe. This is what keeps me alive, and
has all that gear on it. And I have to mention,
it's heavy.
For you guys at home, and just so you know, I've been working out, baby.
Yeah.
I could barely lift this bike. It's a burly steed with all of your stuff. I noticed now you got panniers on either side of the front wheel, on either side of the back, a big pack on the front. Talk a little bit about just the logistical process of selecting what's in, what you got to have, and getting it into this relatively small storage area.
Yeah, so the panniers it's actually the size of a medium backpack, just to kind of put it in reference. And what I'm doing is it's entirely self-supported. And I'm hoping to not be staying in hotels or hostels. So this has tent, sleeping bag, first aid kit, water purification, kitchen, stove, and then there's a little room left for clothes in there too.
you know, if I didn't have so much respect for what you're undertaking here, I'm really wanting to ask what you'll do if you get a flat tire.
Everyone asks.
You're just gonna quit. It's like, oh, I got a flat tire.
Done.
Gotta fly home.
Game over. I'm carrying basically about 90% of what a full bike mechanic would have. So I have spare chains, spokes, tires, tubes, everything, trying to outguess what might happen.
Are you a wrench? I mean, do you love that stuff, or is it just that you got to be able to do a certain amount of stuff in order to do this adventure?
I do enjoy it, but I'm not hardcore. Like,
Gotcha.
you know, I'm not going to be spending hours a day. I'm going to maintain it.
Not going to take the day off to true your wheels.
No, probably not. I'd rather be doing stuff. I'd rather be talking to people, right?
Absolutely.
Surfing in Chile, or, you know, hiking around in the Andes, something like that.
Please surf in Chile.
Yeah, right.
For sure. Hey, let's take a quick break. We'll talk a little bit more about the route.
Okay.
After this.
Very good.
Matt.
Thank you.
Matt Dawson, he's riding all the way around South America and back. We're going to hear more about the route after this. Please stay tuned. Welcome back. We're talking about an epic journey on man's greatest transportation invention, the two-wheeled, human-powered vehicle known as a bicycle. My guest is Matt Dawson. Matt, welcome back.
Thank you.
Before we talk about the route, I want to ask about the bike a little bit in terms of kind of putting it together. Mm-hmm. Is there, I don't know, do you Google how to put together a bike that's really nice for a 25,000-mile ride?
Yes, you do. At the time, I've just moved from living in China, so a lot of my research was done while there, all over, you know, through the internet.
Because you had time, you weren't checking email. So.
Yeah, it's not allowed. So, I looked at probably over 50 different blogs, different websites of people who have done similar trips. Right. And then compiled all that information. I'm kind of a math science nerd.
Nice.
And then just found common denominators. And this is it. This Surly is a US-made bike, steel frame.
Steel frame.
They're indestructible. Everyone loves them. Panniers are German-made. That's what everyone uses. The saddle is a Brooks saddle. Again,
the classic old leather saddle.
Classic old leather.
Very cool. Very cool.
But other than that, it's stock. And that's important to me because one of the reasons I'm trying to do this trip is to show people that it doesn't take a lot of money. I mean, I sold old gear that I had kicking around.
Right.
That's bought the bike. I'm in it $400 or $500 after that, and that funds me for 2 years of travel. And it can be done, right? Like it's not that hard.
I believe you when you say it as I look into your eyes.
I believe it can be done. Yes.
I know you can do it.
Yeah.
I believe in you. Yeah. I'm just glad it's you. Let's talk a little bit about the route because it's crazy. You're literally circumnavigating South America.
Yeah. So the plan is I'm starting in Heber from a close friend's house.
Sweet.
Yep. From there, I will ride east to Colorado, drop down Colorado, New Mexico, Arizona border, cross into Mexico, and then get into, I want to get into the coast near Guaymas, Mexico.
Okay.
And from there, it's coast. So I'm just following the Pacific, basically all the way down to Chile, as far south as I can go. Once there, go up over the Andes, keep going down as far as there's land, the southernmost point of South America, and then come back along the Atlantic.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now, I presume that it's all carefully planned out in terms of the season being right and, well, a few other things too, but just your overall timing. How long will it take you to make the entire trip?
I'm looking at 2 years. It's not as carefully planned as it should be, because, you know, I'm going to hole up somewhere for 2 or 3 weeks, and I'm
Yeah.
Sure. I mean,
sure.
You're right. Seasons are important, especially south, really far south. But I'm giving myself plenty of leeway. I think 2 years, give or take, and
That's
then we'll be
amazing.
done.
Well, and as one of my favorite sayings that comes from the world of surfing, it's not an adventure until something goes wrong.
Exactly. Yeah.
Really great. Well, let's do this. Let's tell folks your social media stuff so
Okay.
they can add you to Instagram and all that kind of thing and
Sounds
follow
good.
along.
Yeah. Basically, everything I do is Matt W. Dawson. So mattwdawson.com is my webpage. I update that, current location, routes I've taken, planned routes. On there's gear lists, everything I'm using, which was helpful for me, so I'm trying to pass that information on. Just signed up for Instagram, and again, Matt W. Dawson.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. I've entered
You're with the cool
world
kids.
of technology.
You're hanging out
yeah.
with the cool kids.
Yeah, and everything's on my webpage. So that's the best way to get a hold of me and track me.
Very good. So nice to meet you.
You as well. Thank you very much, Terry.
We will be pulling for you in the sense of achievement and accomplishment, but I would say that I hear you loud and clear that the journey is the destination, and I
Yeah.
can just imagine that with your warm heart and your kind smile that you're going to make many
you.
friends
Yeah.
and have the trip of a lifetime.
Thank you. Looking forward to it.
Nice to meet
Yeah.
you. Keep us posted.
Will do.
In 2 years, come back and we'll
be
take a
back.
look at the bike and see what kind of condition
It won't
it's
look that
in.
pretty.
Thank you, Matt. All the best.
Thank you.
Hey, you guys, we're going to take a quick break. Lots more music from Judd Warwick. We're going to talk about weather first. We'll be right back. Welcome back. You know, I'm very fortunate. Of all of the things that I talk about regularly about how much I love my job, one of the things is that, man, the music community here in Utah is amazing, but there are certain people who stand out not just because of their talent, but because of their big heart. And so I've been looking forward to this evening for a while now, and it's great to have him back, Mr. Judd Warwick. Brother man.
Good to see you again.
Good to see you, man.
Thanks for having us
Sounding
out.
great. I love the piano last time you were here. It was just guitar.
Yep. I have a split personality. I've got one side of me that's the sad song acoustic side, and then the other side that has got the Rhodes keyboard and the the Motown in me. So
It's good stuff,
it's
man.
fun
It
to come and
sounds
bring
great.
that out.
Hey, introduce the fellas if you would.
Okay, we've got Adam Holloway on drums. We've got Credence. Yes, his name is Credence.
His name really is Credence.
Credence
Nice to have you,
McNabb.
brother.
And
Welcome.
actually, it's Credence McNabb the third. Don't leave that out. He's the third. And Chris Henderson on guitar.
Chris, welcome back. Good to see you, brother.
It's funny, these guys play with other bands around, so it's like this jealousy thing. I see them playing with others. I'm like, hey, that's my band.
I gotta write some new awesome songs.
Yeah, so-
Very cool. Well, it sounds great. Talk a little bit about what you've been up to since the last time you were here.
Really just building this. I spent a long time just playing the acoustic stuff and playing around, and I kept writing songs that I thought would fit into this type of scenario, so they just kept collecting on a list and on my voice memos, and it was nice to finally bring a band together and turn them into something. And the really cool thing is with these guys, they're so good that I didn't say anything. I just came in and said, here's a song.
Right.
Just make it sound
You
good.
guys do what you do.
Yeah. And
Nice.
they do. So everything you're hearing is, I wrote the song, but it's really a band effort, and all the little finesse and all the cool things that you'll hear, it's because of them adding, their expertise in it. So I'm really lucky.
You're really lucky. And you write great songs, man. Don't feel bad.
Well, I like to write the songs. I
Good for
mean,
you.
that's my passion.
Hey, I'm going to stop talking so you can play some more. Tell folks the social media important details.
Yes, reverbnation.com/Judd Warwick or facebook.com/Judd Warwick. Anything /Judd Warwick. Come out and give us some likes. We're trying to get the word out about this, and we hope to be recording in November these songs. So,
Excellent.
We'll really push hard to get it out there.
All right, then. Good to see you, my man.
You too. Thank you so
keep
much.
Keep playing, keep singing.
We
We'll
will.
see you back here again soon.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, Judd. Hey, you guys. Thank you for watching. Without you, I'm absolutely nothing at all. So I appreciate it. We'll see you tomorrow night. Bye.
countdown for blast off. X minus 5, 4, 3,